Hey guys, good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you guys doing? How are you guys doing today, man? I can just drop in quickly and drop a quick word. Like again, I was on my morning walks and I get this inspiration and I just need to come and drop this quick word. I just need to drop this quick word. Not gonna be long at all. I can just drop in and do this quickly and go about my business. But today, man, if you're struggling to overcome a certain situation, your storm, so to speak, in life is getting more than you. Before you give up or before you do something crazy, I just want you to hear this. I just want you to hear this. This is the people who are going through something that is difficult. They're having a hard time dealing with it. They're thinking about giving up. Before you do that, I just want you to listen to this message here. I can read from Mark 4, like from 35 to 41. Mark 4, 35 to 41. This is when Jesus calmed the storm, right? That day, when evening came, he said to his disciples, "Let us go over to the other side." Leaving the crowd behind, they took him along just as he was in the boat. There were also other boats with him. A furious squall came up, and the waves broke over the boat so that it was nearly swamped. Jesus was in the stern sleeping on a cushion. The disciples woke him and said to him, "Teacher, don't you care if we drowned?" Renita Jewishbury, good morning, good morning. How are you doing? Hope all is well. So, Marcy Wells, good morning, good morning. How are you doing? So this is here, guys. I was saying who just joined. If you're going through something right now that is hard for you to overcome, I want you to listen to this before you give up. Right? So this is from Mark 4, 35 through 41. I can read again. That day when evening came, he said to his disciples, "Let us go over to the other side." Leaving the crowd behind, they took him along just as he was in the boat. There were also other boats with him. A furious squall, that's like a storm, came up, and the waves broke over the boat so that it was nearly swamped. Jesus was in the stern, sleeping on a cushion. The disciples woke him up and said to him, "Teacher, don't you care if we drowned?" And you might be feeling like that right now. God, you don't care. You don't care about my situation, God. Don't you care about my situation? Where are you when I need you? Right? You might be feeling like that right now, but let's see what's going on here. He got up, rebuked the wind, and said to the waves, "Quiet, be still." Or some translations say, "Peace, be still." Then the wind died down and it was completely calm. He said to his disciples, "Why are you so afraid? Do you still have no faith?" So he just speak to the wind and the waves that was causing the storm. And they stop. It stop. It get calm. It get calm. Here was their response. They were terrified and asked each other, "Who is this? Even the wind and the waves obey him." Even the wind and the waves obey him. Who is this man? Even the wind and the waves obey him. So I'm just saying, guys, I can drop in quickly and tell us I ain't going to be long. Your situation that you're facing, just like that, he can speak to it and it can stop. So before you lose faith, before you give up, before you do anything crazy, before you tempted to go and serve other gods and all of that, just get you a quick fix to your situation, he is saying he's the answer. He can speak to any storm that we have and it can stop. He said we just got to let him in the boat and trust that he can do that. You see, the disciples now get terrified about him. They wasn't even terrified of the storm anymore. They were like, "Who's this man? Who is he who got the power over everything that we scared of? The very thing that we scared of that was threatening our life, this dude got the power over it. He could just tell it to stop and it got to obey him. It has to obey him." So I'm saying, before you give up and do anything crazy, this is your answer. Let him in the boat. And you see, we asking them, "Why are you so afraid? Do you still have no faith?" We got to let him on our boat and we got to trust and know that he could speak to our situation. So after a big storm, he got up, rebuked the wind, and said to the waves, quiet, be still, or peace be still. Then the wind died down and it was completely calm. So we could be going through something today. We let him in with the right amount of faith and know that he got the power over our storm. And by tomorrow, we could see calm. The storm can be gone. So I just want to drop that little bit and give you a little bit of hope and let you know the answer to your storms is in Jesus. Just let him in the boat and he can speak to it. He got the power over everything that would terrify us. He has the power over everything that could terrify us. So if you're walking your boat right now, just like these disciples, and your boat about to tip over, no, he's not sleeping on your case. He's not sleeping on your case. But you got to trust him. You got to trust him and know he got the authority over everything. We can use the same authority because he gave it to us. We can use the same authority. He gave it to us when he died on the cross. He empowered us. And we could use his name. We could use his name and speak to our storms with faith, and they will stop. And you'll get through your situation. Use his name. His name has the authority over everything that we face in. All right, guys, I'm going to leave that there. Have a great Saturday. I just said just drop in quick and drop this, and I'm going about my business. I hope it bless whoever need to hear this and be blessed. If it's not you who listen, and share it to the person that you think may need to hear this right now. All right, guys, have a great day. Goodbye.